Hello again. I'm doing a light language transmission today and connecting in with these crystals. I've got a Leandro de Souza rhodonite skull. He, he is for sale. He's still got his original sticker on the bottom there. Yeah, RODSK 654, £400. So I'm going to sell him for what I paid for him, £400. That can include UK postage. And then also, yes, Begoranas. Yes, but I believe this necklace may want to depart as well. And that one I'm selling for 77 plus postage. Yes, Right, the transmission, excuse me, popping into the light language already. The transmission, the recording I'm doing, they've given me a title and it's called Nothing is Surmountable. Okay, they haven't given me any more details than that, so I'm going to link in and see where I'm taken. So allow the sounding to wash over you. It'll support, so, oh, a supporting manifestation, apparently. I said harnessing your dreams. What are shifting you all forward in, yes, or should I say encouraging forward motion? Yes, Morte asse arre ana arre 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 arche arrete asse arre ano yes arre yes arre what but said actually they're going to link in with the crystals on this pendant individually. Yes, vidas morgarasis motakasi bodrakasi eraka yes virakash arratus ere um it's a necklace that I haven't actually worn as much as I probably should. I got told off for not wearing it by the necklace a couple of days ago. Yes, go the rat Sierras, and it has been activated. Yes, but about the kind of rat. Yes, arano, araka, rete, ice, podraka, arra. Baba da arre 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 podarka. Encouraging this release of feelings of disaster, and then again, ultimately opening you to your passions. Milada orchar artus errata arsi errata abta arre ana arre arre ana arre arre arrata arre arra. Mama mada arre 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 arre. Mama arre 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 arre. Some of you feel like you've been disarmed and that you're a prisoner. They're going to do a release through parallel lives, and they're also going to encourage the release for your partner or significant others within your family. Yes, it does. Because they say you're not separate. If you've got a partner, significant other, then their life affects your life and vice versa. So you both need to see these shifts and movements. The sounding's going to change as I link in with each crystal, but I'm going to start with this main amethyst. Yes, bedas. Podra. Says it. Morti tarciusi. Marratum, mesela bodabi. Mara podabeketorsi, around the bidaka, turritaisitsia. Torapatarci seum, marapurt. Senas, morabedekor. Mur. Lena bodor turra morritasi. Sitä torrepetete kavat purreti ratuptetes. Sindai. Mortabetekärsi, audurkurst. Mas marre arti autorre arre 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 ana arre ana ana arre asia arre 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 Some of you have been masking your vulnerabilities. But isn't it time that you allowed us to support you and release that? Mela potatkitas, regar, arrato asi, arrano asi, mortesi, audarka, arti, arra, baba, 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 arta, arra, mama, 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 arron, baba, bade, is arto, arranto, baba, baba, arrato, arra, baba, bada, arre, Morti. Some of you might actually feel this as a collective release. Marra arti umre archi arre arrana as arre arre archi arre ana arre 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 arte arte arre arte arre ana arre arte arte abe ase. For some of you, it's going to mark the beginning of a new journey. Seme arjurka. Mila arti arre 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 ana archi arre ana archi arre archi arre archi arre amo arre. They're just linking with celebration as far as possible. Arti arre ana arre arti arre ana arre. I said, many of you are going to be bought teachers, and I said, enjoy it. This world is meant to be a learning experience. But also enjoyable. This transmission is helping lift restrictions. And allow some elasticity and carrying you in freedom. Some of you will be encouraged on a different path. For some of you, this is not a choice. Your destiny will find you. And again, they want this transmission to again reach those who have got this feeling life's a disaster. And of course, they want to relieve and release some of these feelings of destruction. You can't find peace in a place where you feel you've been violated. For some of you, this might mean surrounding you with new companions. This is why they mean that some people will feel this as collective support. Because this transmission will also help release groups to their destiny. Marci arratu ana bord. Ushita kora barchus. Marci arrata ase bobor kurchise. Basi. Morakasi arrata archibu arrata asiam. Marrata archi arrata I'm feeling some releases within my energy as I'm doing this transmission, and I was just asked who is this for, and I got told my soul family. Yes, I said now linking with the rhodonite crystal. Yes, so this crystal is carved by Leandro de Souza, hence the price. He's a lovely crystal. Message me if you're drawn to him. Anyway, I'm going to link him. Samorak, borak, bari, burt. Got a feeling the sounding may change. Morakasis. Mosh. Sedar borobrakatisi, mora bortisia. Ush. Separa prata sebe pomolete arre arti arre ana arti asi bodraka ar. I was sent here to support prophets. Arrate arre arre ana some prophecies Marasia are still under negotiation. They just need a pinch and a tweak. Mashi. Some people are definitely feeling a pull. Yes, bir kandos. No karas. Ela arre 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 ana arre arre ana arre ana arre 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 ana arre arre asia. And you just need courage to shift forward. Ratesti e podra arre 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 kum. Arre ana arre 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 ana arre ana arre 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 ana arre 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 ana arre 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 arre. If you've had a calling to your destiny, this crystal will support you. Yes, vidas. Marati arakum aratus erta arto rati asibe erta arre arre ara arre 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 ana arre ana ara ana arre arre arre. I would be really delighted to work with another prophet. Yes, bidas. He's just saying he's still got some trauma releasing to do for me. Yes, bida. Burakas. But that right time is approaching. Yes, yes. Right, I just asked him if can I explain? Okay, got some trauma releasing. I got a calling to Welshpool, to Wales, which is where I'm currently living. I know I've got calls elsewhere as well. Hence I get these feelings that I know where I'm meant to be. And I do feel that with clients as well to a certain extent, although they don't give too much away in personal sessions, obviously, because there's an element of personal choice and decision making of the soul. I don't want to prophesize and tell everyone everything of how to run their life. Otherwise, it gets a bit too I say restrictive, actually. People put too much faith in what I say, and it's sort of not always appropriate. But anyway, he wants to work with another prophet. Yes, he's been working with my trauma, and say I live in Welshpool, got drawn here for very good reasons. I've got lots of past lives in this area, which I link in with quite readily. I didn't know that until I moved here. I just knew I had to be in Wales, and it felt right when I sort of found this house where I currently am. And this today, I've been back up to Christchurch, which is it's a big church here in Welshpool that sort of sits up on the hill, sort of above the town, which it's very prominent from where I live. Well, it's very prominent in the whole of Welshpool, to be honest. It's a big church. And as I walked up there, linking in and releasing lots of traumatic sort of past life stories, not in great detail, but I was crying my heart out, singing the light language, and crying lots as I walked around the church. And one of the big trees there, sort of at the back of the church, kind of I sat with the tree for a while and stabilized my energy, and I just felt the trees kind of pulling me down to earth and grounding some of the trauma that I was releasing. But this crystal has been working as well. But they all, to be honest, I'm not sure how long all of them will stay. This obviously, it's from my personal collection, of course. I choose them all because they work in my energy and because they resonate with me. But when their job's done, it's yeah, time to move on. And yeah, this one's telling me it's time to move. Anyway, I'll carry on. Massa moda parakesi, regarturata, arratesi, e bodrakasi. Moratasi, bitumo archi, around it, arrete, arre. Arre, ana, arre, archi, both of the cats, arre. I said there'd be no more repeats of the trauma for both of you, and that was more of a personal message to me, I think. But obviously, if you want to take this message and if you're drawn to the skull, then allow him to support you. He's supporting people anyway, through this transmission, of course. But obviously, yeah, I can get a little bit deeper into someone's energy if he's actually owned by the person. Marrakesi, Barakarsi, Udagaresi. Mela arce arco arre amma arre ana arci arci about this amore case. And he just said, I can help create remarkable destinies. Isn't it time you looked into the depth of your understanding? Understand your principles of self-defeat. And then make arrangements for something quite different. Serre arciere kumareki marre miracles really are drawing closer. Mila vota kasere and this isn't a choice anymore. For some people, their paths have been, they've never been any clearer. And it really is time to release to your destiny. I just want to make sure you're all ready. And he said, now make a choice to sing. And I've got a feeling this might be a light language activation, if appropriate. Morakas, morak, maisi. All some different sounding coming in. Nobakas, yes, and I've just asked who it is because it feels like they're quite different voices, but it said it's still linked with the crystal, his soul family. I feel some very feminine energies coming in next, but still linked in with this crystal, this rhodonite. Just bear with me if the sounding changes. It might move quite rapidly. Actually, I'm going to put the crystal down. Yes, yes. Sana de begover pirasu de bekar kita si de bekar tu de. Motor bitse rato bitke baraku perkita si de barku barkusus. Motor bitke si de damar por parakur pesera de arta alsi. Arre. Arci arre alsi arre ana. Arre to urtarga. Some principles have been sliding out of your grasp. We want to surround you with a different perspective. Surrounding you with hope that you can fulfill your heart's desire. And carrying you in fulfillment. Now I feel I'm going back to the deeper, more masculine sounding that's associated with the crystal. Maracas. Mas. Samora Brat. Borakarsi, Rekubrakasi, de Popodak, Yacho. Mortatas, Your voice can too can receive that activation. Yes, a bit about the bagazzi. Mari arre 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 te arre 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 as you find your faith and glory. Marate arre 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 about the arre. Do not set yourself limitations. Arre 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 ana arre ana arre ana arre arre de arre 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 arre. You will find your family more appropriately as the coming weeks and months progress. And this skull is saying, talking to individual recordings. Another thing he likes to do is support people to find their soul family. Make up with it. Yes, and I'm just saying, you know, shall I explain? So what I do one-to-ones with people, obviously, and the crystal skulls can make a show. Not always, or not noticeably. But what I'm offering, unless there's a set price for one-to-ones, but with the crystal skulls and the crystal carvings in general, or crystals, my whole crystal collection, I'm offering mini readings, which are donation only, because I don't know how long they last until I'm doing them. You know, they could be 5 minutes, it could be 55 minutes. I really don't know. But he's asking to do personal recordings. I will include a recording with the purchase of this skull, of course. So shout if you're drawn to him. Find me. I've got my email address here, louise.rhodes8@gmail.com. My website is Louise Rhodes, louiserhodes.co.uk. So I had a mind blank. It's just my name and co.uk. And I'm on Facebook as well. So if you type in Louise Rhodes and Light Language, you'll find me. Some people think their stories are so predictable and they can't face change. Or some people are finding the world too frightening. And they'd rather not find that voice. I don't want to pressure anyone into anything. This is still the skull. Everything at its appropriate timing, of course. But Barchassia, respect your honest reflection. Where do you need support? So this is where the title comes in, you know, and the title was Nothing is Surmountable. And again, this carving is saying, his skull is saying, I really do like a challenge. So please set me on a task. Ask me for a reading. I don't mind simple instructions. So again, I better explain. With my crystal carvings, normally people just send me a message, Louise, I like the look of this crystal. Is it suitable for me? If they want to purchase it, can you do a reading? Or Louise, or they give me pictures of their own skulls as well and their own crystals. It doesn't have to be all significant items, you know, even singing bowls and gongs and that sort of thing. Any of your tools, spiritual tools, I'm happy to sort of link in with and see what they've got to. I'm hearing the words negotiate. I'm just thinking hearing what they're going to say, but no, negotiate is the words they want to use. Anyway, I was going to say, yeah, I don't mind. He's kind of suggesting that people actually say, I want help with something specific. So friendships, house moves, weight loss, it really doesn't matter. Whatever springs to mind. Obviously, if they're more appropriate for public YouTube, I may well put them as a public thing with him again if he stays around a bit longer. But yeah, mainly they'll be personal ones, of course. And I do them as private YouTube clips for people so you can listen back to them. Yes, bit better. I just asked him anything else and he said yes. So I'll carry on. It's a bit bitty, this live, isn't it? He wants for a minute to link in with people that need energetic repair or even body repair. Yes, bitters. How much are you cherishing your physical frame? As you move through transition, are there things you need to change, like your diet? Or the amount of exercise, or even just the amount of hope. He said, for example, feeling good about your appearance is it's important. Yes, and he says he's a sucker for a pretty crystal himself. And I've just got this image of me in my head of me sort of covered in jewelry. I don't think that's yeah, it's probably not really a feasible look for me. Oh dear, bless him. But linking with things that make your heart sing. And remember, you are special. So now put me down, need two hands. Yes, so physical repair. Actually, this could go either way, physical, emotional, mental, really doesn't matter. Energetic repair. And these two crystals are very much working together. I'm feeling the rhodonite sort of around my skull, working within the third eye, and then obviously I feel this amethyst here at my chest. I said a few people, or everyone, should be feeling a little bit more stable after that. Yes, they said sing into celebration and then we'll complete. Right, some different voices coming in again. And these are more linked in with the necklace crystals. Yes. Burritita hotais. Melasta de korshara kursh. Senbe. Parafto de korshara kursha. Sobra kirasus. Mira haseva por carra por pratos. Vai se pitan. Borse pitaka. Pritas. Pritas. Artur. Arte. Arte. And I just heard the words, it's springtime for my jewelry as well. Arre, 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 arre. They all want to link in with my celebrations. So it just really feels like I'm going to be doing a lot more work with my my jewelry, and I can just see I've got some hanging up just here to my left, and I can see another skull that wants to work. No, but I see arre, 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 arre. But I'm just asking, they just said, don't be afraid to move a few on. Oh dear. I hope there's not too many of my favourites disappearing. Marcia varga re ase re arti ava arti ava arre morti pe esse arrano. Morcarki. Arre 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 arre. Archie, arre, arre, archie. Arre, 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 arre. And I think this is to me. They just said I'm moving into a clearer timeline. Arre, 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 more fulfilling. Arre, 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 more freedom. Arre, 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 arre. Find space for my crystals to move on. Yes, arre, arre, yes. Okay. I'll do as I'm told. Ma sembra cartier. E se vengono a rete, ne bakara arce, rete, arce, basi verce. Yes, be arce first. Okay, I think I'm drawing to a close. So again, if anyone's interested in this pendant, I was kind of I was hoping to keep it for a month or two more. But we'll see what happens if anybody shouts. If anybody shouts straight away. Please find my Facebook page as well, because I post my crystals for sale on there. Obviously they do, you know, they'll shout if they want to do a YouTube reading. As you probably gathered, I just got told. I did a one-to-one this morning, and we were having a chat about my crystals, and the lady who was doing the one-to-one, she's a regular. See her, I don't know, maybe once a month. And she said whenever she sees the reel, she says, "Oh, I can feel them all in my energy. You know, they make me tingle." And I said, "Oh, well, they'll be linking in anyway. You know, she's a regular client. All my crystals will be working with her, of course." And then I glanced again. I've got another shelf here with crystals to my right. And I just looked up and said, "Oh, there's another one." I see them like a flashing beacon. They kind of like shine out. It's like, oh, he wants to do something. It's like, I'll talk to him later. And it is like, remember I don't know if they still got them, but I remember when I was a student, there was often, I remember there was skips down our road quite regularly. Being a student, we used to sort of find it highly amusing to nick the skip lights. I shouldn't admit that one, should I? But we did. Anyway, it reminds me of these lights that they used to put on the skips, because they were in the road basically, and too wider than a normal car, so they used to put these flashing lights on. And yeah, living in Cambridge, as you do as a student, it's like, yep, I'll have that. It was a household decision. It wouldn't have been mine necessarily. We were students, student housing. Hey ho. I'm a little bit more grown up now, don't do those sort of things. Anyway, that's what he reminded me of when I saw him this morning, this flashing beacon. It's like, yeah, I hate to say he reminded me of a skip light. I'd probably find something a bit more appropriate, really, shouldn't I? But they have their way of drawing their attention and drawing the memories to you. Oh gosh. I do fall in love with all my crystals. I really do. They're amazing. They really are. But it's really nice to actually find them good homes. So I hope someone does, fall in love with him and enjoy him or her. Because oh, they said there's a mass consciousness. Okay, a bit of collective. It feels like there's quite a few energies that can present themselves through this crystal, not just one, character. Maracas, no Maracas. Yes, okay, I don't think there's anything else to say. Just chatting. Is there anything else? No. I'll be back. So thank you, everybody, and please write comments. Just let me know if you enjoy these experiences. Yeah, find me on different platforms, on Facebook mainly. Bye for now.